Hi guys. All right, let's talk business. Let's talk sometimes business realities. And I have to put it in 66 and 99s because if you watch my other video, not everything is for you. This doesn't mean it's set in concrete and it's absolutely going to happen to you. Not everything is black and white. Not everyone is the same. Everyone's experience is different. This is gray. It's okay. It's sometimes. Okay. Okay. And this is also not to put anyone in like a box or like judge in any way. It's just maybe you need to hear this if you're feeling like you should quit right now. I've been there. And you don't want to do that unless you really do want to do that, but most of the time you don't want to do that. So, and that's why you'd probably be looking for a video like this. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now and get into it. Okay, sometimes business realities. Sometimes you say you're starting a business and no one's excited about it, but if you say you're starting a job, everyone's over the moon. That's just their experience. That's just what they know. They're going to be excited about that. Let them warm up to the idea and get your encouragement elsewhere. So get your encouragement from people that are doing it, like Gary Vee. If Gary Vee is up your street, if there's a spiritual life coach that you really resonate with, go and get your encouragement from them. Pat yourself on the back. Have a little journal to be like, I did this today. I am doing something different. I'm doing things that are taking me in the direction that I want to go in, and that's cool, and I'm down with that, and yay me. Have your own celebration. Have your own party, okay? Don't let it get you down. It happens whether you are buying a multi-million-dollar franchise or whether you are starting up from scratch, a computer shop out of your garage like Ben did, or whether you are starting as an artist like I am. And sometimes people are then going to tell you the minute you have a hiccup and you're like, yeah, you know, it's been one of those days, or it's been one of those weeks, or it's so stressful right now. Sometimes someone's going to tell you to go get a real job. Like it just doesn't matter. Like, oh, I can just throw it all in right now. Sure. That one really gets me. But, you know, again, that's their reality, and that's them trying to be nice and trying to provide some kind of feedback, advice, help for you. So don't take things so personally, I guess. It's easier said than done, but just say, you know what, let's maybe change the subject, or just change the subject. You don't need to make an announcement that you're changing the subject. Just go ahead and change the subject and talk about something different, because you need family that is just family sometimes. You need friends that are just friends sometimes. And then you need a business coach, like someone you actually pay money to, who can be there to bounce things off with you, listen to you, give you proper advice, and a business mentor, and make sure you've got really good paid support people like accountants and lawyers and insurance brokers and everyone else that you need, right? Go and get all that really paid for. Like, I keep banging on about the paid for bit because a poor man will pay twice, and that bitterness will last way longer than a bargain, right? And if you don't gel with someone, switch. Not life or death, switch. This stuff happens, and you have to gel with the people that you're getting your structural support from. Sometimes people will shoot you down and not even know they're doing it. And sometimes they will say, you know, silly things like, hey, well, you know, maybe it's great advice for the right person. Sometimes when they say, hey, go get a real job, or, oh, maybe if you just got like 2 days a week work somewhere else, and then you could, like, you know, get your head together or whatever. Sometimes they will then turn around after you've been like, yeah, thanks, and ask you for a loan. Sometimes it will happen. Honestly, you could be complaining that things aren't that great with your business, and hot tip, you're in business for yourself, so things are always amazing. Like, if you're a true entrepreneur and the thought of working for someone else gives you hives, and not just in the sense of like, I don't like being told what to do, I'm stubborn, or, you know, whatever. Usually it's a case of, I have such a clear goal of where I'm going and the difference I want to make and why I'm doing this business, that the thought of wasting time working for the man, for someone else, it terrifies me, because that's taking me away from my true calling, my true purpose, right? Usually that's why. It's not that you're not a hard worker. It's not that you're lazy. It's not that you don't want to entertain any other ideas. It's not that you're not flexible, usually. But yeah, sometimes they'll turn around and say, can I have a loan? They'll hit you up for money. Doesn't matter how bad of a day you've just had, or, you know, if you are having a little whinge, because it happens sometimes. If you haven't consulted someone or you know, shared your day with someone, and a friend hits you up and that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth, like 5 seconds later, you're like, I wish I didn't mention it. And you will want to change the subject, because yeah, a lot of the times people will think that you're loaded just because you have a business. The amount of times that our small business in another state was robbed was unbelievable, because people thought we had buckets of money in there. Yeah, and professional robberies as well. Like one of them, I should do a whole video on what it's like to get robbed and how to actually deal with it after, because heaven knows someone needs it. I wish I had a video for the amount of times it happened and how terrified I was, but one of them was like full kitted out, white gloves, white uniforms, everything. Anyway, they came in through the roof. Sometimes it's going to be really lonely and a networking group ain't going to fix it. And sometimes there's absolutely no one that will understand, and you've just got to keep pushing through. And whether pushing through means you buggering off somewhere for a week and taking a holiday that you know you actually need, but you haven't been granting yourself because you need to look like you're working hard all the time, because busyness can be a disease, you know, it's a bit of that. So you need to be really real with yourself. I think people in business, it's essential that you're self-aware. It's essential that you are really frank with yourself and honest with yourself. And although every single thing is basically your responsibility, unless you're a really good delegator, but even then you have to delegate well. Delegate well. Not everything needs to be your baby. Not everything you need to do. Let other people do things and impress you and be better at it than you were. That was a big thing for us to learn, is to kind of let go a little bit and let other people step in, and they'll step up so you can step out. It works. But yeah, sometimes you just need to realize that, okay, I do take responsibility for everything, but I also need to chill a second, because I cannot take another scoop of water from this empty well, because you're scratching at the bottom of it, and that doesn't serve your customers, that doesn't serve your best business intentions, that doesn't serve your profits, productivity. Everything goes down that well drain, basically. So fill your well to overflowing in as many ways as you can. And I don't just mean like material things and tangible things. So many people will get a little bit of money at first when they get successful in their business, that they forget to like actually hide some away, or save some away for a rainy day, save some away in, and I'm not going to give financial advice because that's not my expertise, whether that's in a bank, whether that's in shares, whether that's in real estate, whether that's something else, maybe under a bloody mattress if you need to. Put some money away still, because you just never know what's coming forward. So sometimes things will go wrong. And that brings me to my next point. Sometimes you can be grinding and doing the work and doing the inner work and meeting the most amazing people, or like just you're on your way and nothing will move forward. You'll be like this. Like the whole 10 steps forward, 20 steps back kind of thing. But sometimes it won't even feel like you're inching forward at all. And that can be years. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could be super frustrating, or it could be years. And that's totally okay, as long as you believe and you keep your resolve strong. Personal development, professional development, growth, actioning new things, learning new skills, upskilling, so important. Staying with the times, refreshing your website, getting some proper SEO, paying for help, delegating to the right people who can actually help you, and expanding your network. Just keep expanding your network. Every business needs a network. Keep expanding your network, and you will get there. Your time will come. Sometimes these things happen. That's life, but it's also business. And I hope this has been useful. If you want more videos like this, drop me some comments, questions below, and I'll see what I can do. I'm no expert, like I said, but I do have like experience running my own businesses, frontline management, training and assessing certificates, small business management, all sorts of things up my sleeve. So yeah, let me know how I can help you and if this was useful to you. Bye guys, thanks.